Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, what are we going to do about getting out of here?
First, we have to find out where the Jerrys are.
Maybe that Phillip girl knows where they are.
You want me to ask her, Captain? I promise, I'll be nice.
Rocco, you're looking for trouble, aren't you?
I'm just trying to be helpful, Captain.
Get that silly grin off your face. I'll talk to her. I just hope that she's in the mood to talk.
Dingleman goes over to Phillip, who is sitting next to Lorenzo.
Young lady, one more question.
Yes, monsieur.
Where are the Germans?
I don't know, monsieur.
Young lady, we need to know.
But I don't know, monsieur.
You really don't know?
Captain, please, she's exhausted.
We're all exhausted, Corporal. Once again, where are the Germans?
I don't know.
Okay. She doesn't know where they are.
That's ridiculous, Captain. She slept with them.
What do you want me to do? Force her to talk?
Maybe that's what we have to do, sir.
That's absolutely out of the question. We will not abuse women. Is that clear?
Okay, Captain, you're in charge. I guess we'll just have to wait until the Jerrys make their move first, and then we'll make our move. It's either that, or moving on now, and risk being ambushed.
Neither choice is good, but no matter what, we will survive. This mission will not fail. Do you hear me?
I hear you, Captain. I just hope you know what you're doing.
And I hope you're giving me good advice, because if you're not, then it's going to be hard on all of us. But in the meantime, stay alert, obey my orders, and put that attitude of yours away.
End of Act 3, Scene 1. Act 3, Scene 2. Time, night. Place, the ruined building. Dingleman is peering through a hole in the wall. Wilco and McNabe are at center stage. Lorenzo is with Colette.
What's got into Dingleman?
What are you talking about?
I mean, one moment this guy's a bumbling jerk, the next moment he's barking out orders.
I can't figure it out either. But to me, he's still a pansy. In fact, he sounds like a girl.
So what do we do now?
Everybody keeps asking me what to do.
What's got into you?
And McNabe, I'm not in charge.
Maybe you're not the captain, but you're the man. Everybody knows it, including Dingleman. We won't do anything first without clearing it with you.
Whatever you say, pal. I'm not going to argue with you.
Suddenly, sounds of explosions and bullets ricocheting. Everybody takes cover behind the walls.
It's a night attack! Here they come!
Wilco goes to one of the machine guns and starts firing. Soon everyone is firing except Dingleman.
I guess we know where the Germans are now.
Here comes the tank! Fire that mortar!
One of the men fire a mortar.
Oh, it missed. Oh, they're not stopping. No.
Dingleman runs over to Green, who, paralyzed with fear, drops his rifle. Dingleman grabs Green's rifle and starts firing. Wilco looks at Dingleman amazed. As the cacophony of noise becomes louder and louder, the curtain falls. End of Act 3, Scene 2. Act 3, Scene 3. Time, early morning. Place, a wooded area. Some of the men, along with Dingleman, Wilco, Lorenzo, and Colette, are straggling in. They are exhausted. Other men, including McNabe and Green, are missing. Wilco, Dollerman, Lorenzo, and Colette sit on a fallen tree trunk.
We got to go back and help Green and also find McNabe's body.
What happened to McNabe?
McNabe bought it.
Bought it? When?
As we were pulling back, I saw him get it.
That's too bad. Was he a close pal?
Yeah, he was. I'm going to miss him.
McNabe was the finest man I know. So good, so gentle, a man I called a friend. He drank and he caroused, but was always a real pal. McNabe, 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 McNabe. He fought so hard today, and though sometimes he was a rogue, he went into the battle and became a hero. McNabe, McNabe, what will I do today? I need you for my poker game. I need you to while the time away. McNabe, McNabe, McNabe.
That's tough, Wilco.
Thanks. So what do you say, Captain, about going back?
The answer is no.
Come on, Captain. It's our duty to help him.
Listen, Wilco, don't tell me about duty. We were lucky to get out of there alive. Our orders are to return to headquarters with Lorenzo.
No, Captain. Our primary mission is to fight the enemy. These are our orders.
Fight? With what? We don't have a tank. We don't have artillery. If we go back into the town, we'll be committing suicide. And my orders do not include committing suicide.
Look, Captain, some of our men are still back there and...
Be quiet, Sergeant. I've had enough of your talk back. My orders are to bring Lorenzo back to headquarters and not to be a hero. Do you read me?
I read you loud and clear, Captain. But I still think you're wrong.
Your insolence is boundless. You're not paid to think about what's right or wrong. That's my job. You get that, Corporal?
Yes, sir.
Well, Captain, I'm going back with you, like it or not, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Wilco gets up and begins to walk away.
Come back here now. What you're doing is desertion. You can be shot for that.
Who's going to shoot me? You?
Maybe I will.
Dingleman picks up her rifle. Wilco keeps his rifle slung over his shoulder.
Yeah, right.
Don't test me, Wilco. Now I'm ordering you to take Lorenzo back to headquarters.
Captain, to tell you the truth, I don't think you're fit to command.
What are you talking about? I'm your captain. How dare you talk to me like that?
You're nothing but a screw-up.
Oh, really? Well, you're nothing but a thief, con artist, and a troublemaker. Because of you, I'm in hot water with an old man.
Well, just because you're an idiot doesn't mean I have to be one too.
So now you're calling me an idiot?
That's right, and a coward too.
Such impertinence, mister. You need to be taught discipline, and I'm gonna be your teacher.
Dingleman places a bullet in the chamber of her rifle.
So you're going to shoot me?
You're hopeless.
And you're incompetent.
And you're a fool!
Listen, Captain, I don't want to argue with you anymore. I just want to fight. If you want to take Lorenzo back to headquarters, then do it yourself. And if you want to shoot me, go right ahead. Shoot me now. Otherwise, I'm leaving.
I am ordering you one more time to return Lorenzo to headquarters. I repeat, I'm ordering you to do it.
And once again, Captain, I refuse. I cannot abandon the men in town. And besides, I couldn't care less about Lorenzo. He's nobody to me, and I don't want to risk my life doing something just to make you look good.
Wilco, this is not Rome!
What are you talking about?
I am talking about Rome, Wilco. Rome! After your theory was uncovered, I went to Colonel Baum and begged him not to court-martial you.
Well, where should I do that?
Nobody! But despite your rotten personality, I thought you had the potential to be a leader, so I stepped up and took the blame for you. I guess I was wrong to help you.
I guess you were, Captain. After hearing this, I can only conclude that you're a bigger idiot than I thought. If a gullible clown like you can be a captain, then I should be a general.
Listen, Wilco. This debate is getting us nowhere. I'm willing to forget that this conversation ever took place if you just obey my orders.
I don't care what you say, Captain. I'm going back into that town.
And for the last time, I am ordering you to take Lorenzo back to headquarters.
No way, Captain.
Then in that case, I'm placing you under arrest.
With a loud noise, Dingleman locks the chamber of her rifle.
I guess you mean business, Captain.
Yes, I do.
It's your call, Captain.
I'm ordering you to put your rifle down now.
Wilco slowly unslings his rifle from his shoulder and places it on the ground.
Okay, Captain. Now what?
You and you, come over here.
The two men get up and go over to Dingleman and salute. One man is tall, the other is short. Dingleman returns their salutes.
What are your names?
Private Jones, sir.
Private Smith, sir.
I'm placing Sergeant Wilco under arrest. You will guard him until we get back to headquarters. Is that clear?
I refuse to obey orders, sir.
What? Do what I say now.
Sir, with all due respect, we want to go back into town with Wilco and help out the other guys.
This is unbelievable. Nobody wants to obey my orders. I'll deal with you two when we get back to headquarters. Dismissed.
Jones is about to say something, but Smith signals with his hand not to talk. Both men return to where they had been sitting. Meanwhile, Dingleman is pacing back and forth, fidgeting with her rifle.
That's right. Shut your mouths. Wilco's going nowhere. So it looks like all of you are against me, and I'm supposed to be fighting on the same side. Okay, that's the way you want it.
Dingleman grabs her rifle.
Sir, I'll guard Wilco.
Okay, Corporal Lorenzo. You heard my orders, and keep an eye on those two.
Lorenzo picks up his rifle and points it at Wilco. Wilco begins walking away.
Wilco, halt!
Wilco keeps walking. Lorenzo fires a shot over Wilco's head. Everyone instinctively ducks. Wilco turns around, puts his hands inside his shirt, and pulls out a pistol.
I wouldn't do that again if I was you.
Well, don't disobey me again. And put down that gun.
Lorenzo points his rifle directly at Wilco.
You and the captain are a couple of jokers. Nobody can stop me.
Wilco, put down that gun.
Who's gonna make me? The Dane?
I'm going to count to 5. If you don't put down that gun, I'll blow your head off. 1, 2, 3, 4!
Okay, Captain. Fine, you win.
Lorenzo runs over to Wilco, picks the pistol away, and ties Wilco's hands behind his back with a belt.
Prisoner secure, sir.
Dingleman puts down her rifle, speaks to the entire company.
Okay, men, let's return to base.
As Colette and the men leave, the stage curtain falls. End of Act 3, Scene 3. Act 3, Scene 4. In front of Colonel Baum's tent. Enter the men, led by Dingleman, and followed by Lorenzo, Colette, and Wilco. Everyone comes to a halt. Colonel Baum comes out of the tent.
What's all this racket? Dingleman.
Mission accomplished, sir. Corporal Lorenzo, front and center.
Lorenzo leaves Wilco, stands next to Dingleman, and comes to attention.
Sir.
So you're Corporal Lorenzo.
Yes, sir.
Excellent job, Dingleman. You ought to be complimented. Who's the young lady with you?
She's a civilian who requested our protection, sir. I also have a soldier who I had to place under arrest.
Really? Who did you arrest?
Sergeant Wilco, sir.
You arrested Sergeant Wilco? On what grounds?
Insubordination, desertion, dereliction of duty, and conduct unbecoming of a soldier, sir. I request permission to transfer the prisoner to you. Oh yes, I also want to charge 2 privates with insubordination and stupidity. Private Smith and Jones, front and center.
Smith and Jones come forward as ordered. Dingleman speaks to Baum.
They refuse a direct order from me to guard the prisoner.
These are serious charges. What's all this about?
I don't know, sir. I didn't do anything wrong.
You mean you were arrested for nothing, Sergeant?
It looks like it, sir.
I'll look into this matter later. In the meantime, I order that the 3 of you be placed in the stockade pending further investigation.
You heard the colonel. Take the prisoners to the stockade.
Yes, sir.
Dingleman speaking to Smith and Jones.
Put down your rifles now.
Smith and Jones obey.
Now place your hands up in the air.
Smith complies, Jones hesitates.
I said put your hands up now.
Speaking to Lorenzo.
Corporal Lorenzo, if this man does not obey in 5 seconds, shoot him. 5, 4, 3.
Jones puts his hands up in the air.
Where's the stockade, sir?
It's down that road about a half mile, then make a sharp right.
Thank you, sir.
By the way, how does it feel to be going home?
I don't know, sir. At first, I wasn't happy about it. I wanted to stay with my unit and fight the Jerrys. But Captain Dingleman taught me something.
And what was that?
First, that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. And second, respect.
Could you explain further?
Yes, sir, I will. When I first met Captain Dingleman, he did not impress me. But looks can be deceiving, and soon I came to learn what a real leader he was.
In what way?
Captain Dingleman never backed down. He had a job to do, and he did it. And then nothing was going to stop him. At first, I didn't want to cooperate. But this guy here changed my whole mindset real fast.
And how did Wilco change your mind?
By what he said, sir.
What did he say?
That he didn't give a hoot about me. After hearing that, there was no way I wanted to be on the same battlefield with this guy.
Well, Lorenzo, you'll be going home.
Sir, I wish to report that during the mission, we lost several men. Whatever happened to Private Dingleman?
He was taken prisoner, Captain.
How do you know that?
He fell behind, and during the fighting, they caught him.
And you did nothing?
There was nothing I could do. We were pinned down. There's more, Captain.
Go on.
Dingleman started talking to the Jerrys in Germany.
Dingleman spoke German?
He did, sir.
And you knew this?
Yes, sir. I knew it, but I didn't think it was important.
You fool! We could have used Dingleman for intelligence.
I'm not a fan of Sergeant Wilco, Colonel, but don't blame him. Dingleman was a complete screw-up, and if he was a screw-up in the field, he would have been just as useless in G3.
All this will be investigated later. Take your prisoners to the stockade and take the woman to G3 located next to the stockade.
Yes, sir.
Lorenzo salutes and speaks to the prisoners.
Left face, forward march.
Speaking
go.
to Colette.
Let's go.
Colette and Lorenzo embrace. End of Act 3, Scene 4. Act 3, Scene 5. Inside Colonel Baum's tent. Dingleman and Baum are sitting, Baum behind his desk and Dingleman in front of the desk.
What do you think about me now, sir?
What do you mean?
I bet you thought I'd never come back, especially with Lorenzo.
That's not so, Dingleman.
May I speak frankly?
By all means.
You thought I'd screw up again, didn't you?
Not really. I had all the confidence in the world that you would find Lorenzo.
Come on, sir. Am I supposed to believe that?
Are you doubting me?
I am, sir. When you sent me out on this mission, I had the distinct impression that you expected me to fail, especially since I'm a woman.
What's your point?
I wanted to show you that you were all wrong about me and about women, and we're just as good as men.
Well, you certainly did surprise me.
But why did you doubt me to begin with, sir?
I don't know what happened to you on this mission, but before you went on this mission, you definitely had problems with your ability to command. That was obvious.
Well, I proved you wrong. In fact, I proved everyone wrong. I thought I was a screw-up and being a woman could not cope with the responsibilities of command. So I acted accordingly. You know, a self-fulfilling prophecy. But out in the field, I couldn't afford to keep acting helpless, so I had to change.
And you did just fine.
No thanks to you, sir. You put me in a pretty tough spot.
Look, Dingleman, finding Lorenzo wasn't my idea. That came from Washington.
But it was you who put my life on the line. If I had been killed, you wouldn't have given it a second thought.
This is war, Dingleman, and in war, people are ordered into dangerous situations. We are part of a huge army that has invaded Europe. We can all be killed.
That's true, sir, but this was a lot more personal.
Look, Dingleman, I won't deny that I wasn't upset with you, but that's in the past.
Well, sir, I can't put it aside. While I was out in the field, I said to myself that I was going to complete this mission and see the expression on your face when I get back. And I must say, it was worth it. You didn't disappoint me.
It must have been pretty funny.
Your face? Yes.